Today's video is 10 plants that I often kill. I have been collecting plants for 3 years now, and there are a very large handful of plants that I just cannot keep alive. I've tried them many times, but I just cannot, I will not, and I future will not. Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what up? My name is Melissa, and we talk about everything. Number one, I wrote begonias. So just like the begonias, the Rex begonias that you find in the store, like a begonia maculata. I've tried many times. I can't even really keep them alive outside, which kind of sucks, but yeah, I just find that they tend to need too much humidity and moisture, which I just can't seem to figure out with those guys. They always end up crispy, falling leaves, and then I just get disappointed in them. Number two is Calathea. Not only are they like a spider mite magnet, but also they need a lot of humidity and like to be wet as well. I find that plants that need a lot of humidity, I just can't have because I can't provide them any extra humidity with a humidifier or anything. And I've tried the bathroom, I've tried the kitchen sink thing, and I can't do it. So yeah, Calatheas are just a nope in my books. So as pretty as they are, those are one of the prettiest plants that I think are like a readily available plant for people that you can find pretty much anywhere. But unfortunately, I can't do it. I'll just kill it. Number three is ivy. Ivy, like a German ivy or a variegated ivy or like any type of vining ivy, I cannot keep in my home, and I've realized that I think that they just need a lot of light. They like light and they like the warmth. I can't give them any extra warmth in my home. Not doing the humidity thing, but I think it's mostly the light and then the warmth. So they die in my house, but they thrive outside. Austin fern. I think those are really cool, like statement pieces in like an office or a minimalistic home if you want to pop a green. But for me, I just can't keep them happy. I don't know what it is. Even I had them even outside last summer and I couldn't keep them happy. The fronds, they just get brown and crunchy and die, and then they just they're not happy. I don't know. Also, they shed like crazy, so I also don't like that because it's a big cleanup. Most aloe. I'm not very good with aloe. The lighting with aloe I find is very difficult to figure out. If you don't get it perfect, they're not gonna be happy. And the soil, because they don't like to be like looking at the sun, but they can't be in the dark, and they don't like too much like shade. It's really hard. They need to be in light, but and the soil needs to be like garbage, like rocks and clay and mud. And yeah, but my husband does really well with aloes, but me, on the other hand, I'm not so good at them. Italy fig. I used to have a large one. I bought them when they were trendy. They still are trendy. And it was good. It was happy. I repotted it, and then it started declining, and I'm like, okay. So then my friend I gave it to my friend, who we're thriving in her hands. And then my friend gave me a cutting of one, and I actually rooted it very nicely. I put it in a pot. It stayed in a pot for a long time, and then I decided to sell it. String of anything. String of pearls, string of turtles, string of hearts. They are, for one, I find a mealybug. Mealybugs like them. I'm not a fan of plants that are prone to pests. I also find that their watering regime is really hard to figure out. They don't like to be too wet, they don't like to be dry, but I've tried both ways, and it just ends up being stringy, and then like the plant near the soil just starts dying and turning brown, and I can't figure it out. So it's just not for me. And that's okay. Not all plants are for you. And my last three I have are air plants. Air plants, I find that I probably could take care of an air plant, but air plants aren't like, they don't need soil, right? They're an air plant. So you have to really like make a schedule, put it on your calendar, put an alarm on your phone, and have like a system of when you're gonna water, because you have to like water, and then you have to like put it in a bowl of water for a significant amount of time, like an hour or something. But if you go over an hour, then they're gonna die, or if you don't do it enough, they're gonna die, and then you might forget it, and you might forget to set the alarm or write it on your calendar. And I just think it's just a little bit too much for me. So yeah, air plants have never just been good, but I think they're really cool, and I think I might try them again, but right now, no. Croton. I think crotons are so tropical and beautiful. We saw a huge one when we went to Mexico, and I wanted to bring it home. I actually tried to bring home a cutting of it, but it died immediately. Yeah, it's just one of those plants that I have collected over the years, and just what happens for me is the leaves all just start falling. Like, you can literally like boop, and all the leaves will fall off. I don't know and I don't know and I don't understand why, but I've kind of given up on it. And the last one is a coleus. So it's just as vibrant and beautiful as a croton. Coleus is more of like a perennial outdoor kind of plant that people put in their like gardening planters and stuff. But I did used to bring them inside my house when it got cold. Although coleus just hate me. Once they come inside my house, I don't know. Like, I can keep them usually up until just the end of winter. And then when spring starts to hit, it's just like, they're just like, nope. Andy's coming! They just die. So I've given up on trying to bring them inside. Also, I can cut them, like I can propagate them so well, and then I'll root them beautifully, and they'll be bushy and like so nice. The roots are so, the coleus roots are so thin and like spidery and adorable. And then I put it into soil, and Andy's coming. So yeah. I've just given up on coleus altogether, except for like outside. I'll put coleus outside. And of course, the coleus that I plant outside, I'm always going to try bringing them into my house for the winter, because I'm all about trying to save money for every gardening year. All right, that is the end of this video. Those are my 10 common plants that I cannot keep alive for some reason. If you have problems with any of these plants, I want to know too. And if you have any suggestions on how I could properly care for these plants, because I love them all, then give me all those tips down in the comment section down below. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. XOXOMM. Bye!